Hi, Brian, ZL3XDJ, outside just doing a very short video, which is kind of an introduction to the next video that I'm making, actually, in response to a couple of emails that I got recently. One was why do we always use vertical antennas? Over the years, when I was licensed in England as well as a G4, I experimented, as I did here in New Zealand, with a lot of different antennas, wire antennas and multi-band antennas with balance in and un-ins and transformers and all these different things. But I found overall the vertical antenna was the easiest to put up. It gave me DX QSOs. In my mind, DX QSO is anything over 10,000 miles, and as here, I can put a dipole up, and I can work into Australia and Japan, Asia, all around them places quite easily every day with a dipole. But I wanted to utilise my short time I have on the radio each evening with some long distance QSOs. As I say, I look for 10,000 miles plus to be in my DX category, and obviously DX rare stations. But the same stands true for when I was in England for a lot of years with antennas over there. I could work Europe and Scandinavia, all around the UK quite easily with a dipole, and even into America most days, which was not too far away. But I actually ended up putting verticals up in the UK, so I could work further than that, 10,000 miles plus around Europe and Scandinavia and America. From the UK for me was just local QSOs, and the vertical has been very easy to put up, And here we see an example. Here we've just got a 20 metre. I'll just stand back a wee bit. We've got a 20 metre vertical, which is literally just a 5 metre piece of wire. One short mast to hold it onto. The wire just, as you can see here, the wire just goes up the side, and a bit of tape on it. It's actually just stood and just literally hog tied to my firewood bench. A few radials on the ground, coax into the shack. That's as simple as it gets. There's no transformers. There's I'm not winding things and adding things to it. It's very, very simple affair. As I say, a piece of wire, 5 meters long for 20 meters, and a few radials and coax into the shack. And over the years, I've found that simple aerial has worked outstanding performance every day. I work 10,000 miles plus. Just to demonstrate, how simple it is to get an aerial up, and that aerial that stands there, can be easily taken down and dismantled in 5 minutes and put back up again if need be. There's a wee dog come to join us. I've just found a corner of the garden where it's just a few hedges and a few bushes. Put the vertical out of the way, and that's it really. Just have a look out the garden here. Things are looking quite nice at the moment. Wander back in here. The other question I got asked recently was why do I use CW all the time? And I was even told that CW and getting DX is quite easy, because the narrow bandwidth, you don't need much power, and whether I could actually achieve the same on sideband, people sort of doubted this situation a wee bit. So the next video, what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm actually going to go on 20 meters sideband with the vertical antenna that I've just showed you. I'm going to go on 20 meters sideband, and just to make it a bit more difficult for myself, I'm actually going to run just 10 watts of power sideband on 20 meters, and we'll see we'll see if I manage to get anybody or not. But the one thing I rely on every day when I go on the radio, in my mind, is that's the grey line. The grey line, and over the last year, I've done a lot of whisper tests around the grey line for my particular location and my particular time on the band. So now I can actually work out the best time. Within 15 minutes I can work out the best time to be on 20 meters to work Scandinavia, or to work Europe, or to work southern England, or to work the States. As I say, the States is quite close from here, so it's not really an issue getting the grey line right. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and rely on the experience I've learned from using the grey line at the right time. I can just go on, any time and just stay on the air for 2 or 3 hours and see what happens. But in the past, I have relied on the grey line, and now I say I can go on, and hopefully I'm looking to work 10 watt sideband into Europe, or Scandinavia, or the UK at a very precise time on the grey line, where I've noticed it peaks here for me at this time of the year. So we'll see how we get on. The person who sent me the email saying that it's pretty impossible to work, say 13. I'm looking for 13,000 miles with 10 watts sideband with a 10 meter piece of wire. So we'll see what happens there, and it'd be interesting to find out for myself as well, to see if it is possible. And if it is possible, I think I'll be amazed. 10 watt sideband, 13,000 miles. We'll have a look anyway. Thanks for watching anyway, and all the best on the bands, 73s, and hope to hear you on the radio soon.